Drinking water that isn't clean is alive with all kinds of hidden life forms, invisible to the naked eye, fascinating to scientists, repugnant to those with no option but to drink it. In Tabazimbi, the residents assured us this isn't a glass of Coke, this is their drinking water, and it comes out of the taps in spurts of green. And this is what their water filters look like after 5 days. In Vaarwater, Limpopo, the water is several shades of brown. And in Middelburg, they ask how on earth they meant to bath or drink this. But the submission that shocked us the most came from Standerton, where residents say not only is their water brown, but they also have worms in it. And the picture isn't that much different in many parts of the country.
We need to be honest. We are unable to cope with the volume of infrastructure development.
Doctors are treating high volumes of patients for symptoms, including vomiting, diarrhea and fever.
Sewage is leaking out all over town.
There are molds, there are bacteria which could be pathogenic, there are viruses, there are parasites, and all of those, either on their own or in combination, could cause acute effects.
And there are massive spillages of sewer along the Vaal River.
They took water samples there at the inlet of the Vaal and they tested it, and the reports came back, and the report showed that the E. coli level was 14 times higher than internationally allowed.
The Vaal River is in sewage hell. Reports from the Department of Water Affairs and Forestry show that 67% of sewage works in Gauteng are not up to scratch. Still okay compared to 90% in Mpumalanga, 99% in the Free State, and a whopping 100% in Northwest. The Department of Water Affairs has confirmed that of South Africa's 970 sewage plants, only 32 will receive their Green Drop certification. That means that only 32 have been found to maintain a 90% rate of managerial excellence.
In a world where there are significant inequalities, people living in poverty, and competing demands on resources, Africans face many challenges, but we must start somewhere. Simple strategic interventions can make a difference. Here's Africa. Here's a tap. Here's a toilet. Want to know how taps and toilets can change Africa? Here's how. Without safe drinking water and sanitation, people are more vulnerable to health risks like parasites, which can lead to diarrhea, which can then lead to malnutrition. These health conditions can reduce quality of life, decrease productivity, and lead to premature death. In Africa, for every 1,000 children under 5, almost 16 are dying of diarrhea. We found that increasing access to water and sanitation by 2% every year to 2050 could lead to 18 million fewer malnourished children by 2030. A total increase of $75 billion in the continent's GDP by 2040, and 17 million fewer people living on less than $1.25 a day by 2050. We also found out that with no investment in improved water and sanitation, the probability of state failure in 2030 increases by 40%. But with the 2% improvement, 16 African countries have less than a 20% chance of state instability.
Grid under major pressure. The immediate solution, mega coal power stations, Medupi and Kusile. Both projects are already over budget by billions, Medupi even doubling in cost. But when Medupi and Kusile are eventually up and running, there still won't be enough power to go around. It's clean energy, but power generation relies on weather patterns.
Biomethane fuel can be produced from different types of waste. Bio-waste including kitchen and catering waste. Sewage sludge from wastewater treatment. Biogas can also be produced from livestock liquid manure, as well as from food processing industry waste. In a sewage treatment plant, wastewater decants into basins. Organic waste decomposes in an anaerobic digestion chamber. The waste is digested through an anaerobic process for around 21 days.
We actually take the heat off the digester and the heat off the engine and heat the process, so that's a cogeneration process.
Made of methane, carbon dioxide, and some traces of water and hydrogen sulfide. During this phase, raw biogas is purified, and its methane content is concentrated to over 98% in order to attain an equivalent quality to the natural gas. Carbon dioxide and some other pollutants are removed. Biodigestion ends up with residues called digestates, which are used by farmers. Rich in nutriments, they can be spread as biofertilizers on farmland.